G'day, it's Ash here from Quadra-Fire, and we're here to do a product walkthrough of our Quadra-Fire 57 step top. So the 57 step top is actually the largest unit that we have in our Quadra-Fire range. It's got a heating capacity of up to 37 building squares, so it's got an absolutely massive heating capacity on the unit, and to go with that massive heating capacity is one of the longest burn times on the market. So we do a 21-hour burn time on this unit on average, and it's doing that purely due to the quad burn technology and the efficiency that's built into this unit. So you don't need to do anything extra or add any accessories to it. Straight out of the box, it's a 21-hour burn time unit. Add to on top of that, you've got a fantastic size firebox itself. So looking at the firebox we've got here, we've got a tube here which is around 600 millimeters long. And if we point that inside the firebox, you can pretty much fit in there around a 580 millimeter log inside there. So it's going to save you time splitting. It also means that you're going to be able to fit good sized logs in there without having to split and not have so much air inside the firebox, which is going to give you that long burn time inside there as well. So being a step top unit, it means that we do have an upper and a lower surface on it. So if you are going to cook on top of this unit, it means that you've got a nice simmer spot on top. So if you're going to do a slow roast or a slow stew or something on top, you can simmer on top. And then down below, you're going to be able to have boiling temperature, so you can cook a steak on top of there, or you can cook pancakes or anything on there. The unit does have the ability to be able to have a fan hooked up to it, and the beauty of the step top unit is with a fan is that we actually have a convection system where it's going to be pushing out its hot air through the two actual steps itself. So it's really good for radiant heat, but also great for convection heat as well. The other defining feature of the step top unit is the look. So looking at the one that we've got here, we've got a really nice nickel chrome features around the outside of the door, and we've got it sitting on the nickel chrome Queen Anne legs as well. What you can do with this unit, you can have a black door if you wanted to around the outside, or black legs, or vice versa. We've also got the option with this unit to have a pedestal as well, so a more traditional style look of a pedestal on there. The other unique feature of this unit is that it actually does have what we call an ash recovery system. So inside the unit there is a trapdoor and the floor does drop out on it, and you can sweep your ashes into the box we've got underneath here and then empty it out. So it's a really easy unit to maintain and keep clean. So the way this unit operates is it's quite unique. It's got a dual air control system on it. So we do have a primary air at the top here. The primary air is bringing in air just underneath the door lip here, and that's what's basically keeping your glass clean inside there. So the really good thing about having a big glass door on a fireplace like this is obviously if you're sitting around and you're looking at it, you want to be able to see the fireplace operate. You're going to have a nice clean glass of that air wash system that we've got on there. The secondary air control's down the bottom here, and it's got two purposes. The first one is the rear air on the unit. So there's 4 holes at the rear of the unit which are basically bringing in air into the back of the fireplace itself. What that means, having that dual primary and secondary air control, is that you've got a lot of control over this fireplace. So as much as we say it's a 37 square heating capacity unit, it's also going to be able to be quite suited in a 26, 27 square home, just because of that level of control that you've got over it. The second feature that we've got on that rear control is what we call ACC, or start up air on the unit. So when you're starting the unit from a cold start, you can set off that timer itself. It's going to open up a hole at the front of the unit here and bring air directly into the base of the fireplace itself. And what that does is give you air when the fire needs it most, which is at that initial stage of combustion. So that's whether you're starting from a cold start or if you're putting fresh wood into the fireplace to reload to get ready for an overnight burn. So you'd be able to set that off, put your wood inside there and go to bed, as opposed to having to wait for the fire to establish before you turn that down. So the other really important thing about the fireplace is the warranty itself. So the big thing about Quadra-Fire is the durability of the product. So our firebox, fully seam welded steel firebox, which has got a 15-year warranty. Our baffle inside the unit there has got a 5-year warranty, and the air tubes for the tertiary air inside there have a 7-year warranty. Looking at the actual fireplace itself and inside there, we've got a 32mm fire brick liner inside there, so it's very well protected inside there. It gives you thermal efficiency as well, so not only is it going to protect the steel firebox, it's also going to create more heat for you as well. And it's quite a big dip down into the fireplace there, which means that your bed of fire itself is going to be sitting well below the door, which means that when you open up that door, you're not going to have any ashes fall out. Nice big ash lip in front there as well, which is also, again, just stopping any ashes from falling onto the floor. So it's basically built for life, this type of unit. It's going to be able to work for you, keep your house clean and keep you warm at the same time. Full cast door on all Quadra-Fire units, and they seal directly against the chassis itself. So you always get a nice tight seal on the fireplace, which means that you're going to get the true combustion on the unit itself. The unit, also being North American, has the ability to be hooked up to outside air. So if you are in an energy efficient house and you need to be able to hook up to be able to bring air for combustion from outside and release negative pressure on the house, you can do that with any of our Quadra-Fire units. This unit also has the ability to be able to be hooked up to our Vision Line air system as well, which is a fluid which actually brings its air for combustion down to the unit to be able to combust, and again, just negate any negative or positive air pressure issues you have on the house. So that's it, guys. That's our 57 step top. As I said, one of the very, very popular units in the country, purely on the fact of that heating capacity and that burn time. Check it out at our website, quadrafire.com.au, or give us a call or shoot us a message. Thanks a lot.